Hello, everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're here today. We're actually taking some fantastic original Bengali source material and bringing it to life in this English explainer to do a deep dive into something you probably have sitting on your kitchen counter getting brown right this second. We're going to completely deconstruct the biology of the banana. Seriously, get ready because we are going way beyond just a simple, sweet piece of fruit.
Okay, let's dive right into this. When you look at a banana, what do you actually see? Most of us, we just see a convenient, prepackaged snack that tastes great. It's super easy to write it off as just another simple, sweet treat. But as we're about to discover, there's a highly complex chemical makeup and literally a whole fascinating biological process happening right beneath that yellow peel. So here's our roadmap for today. First, the anatomy of a banana. Second, the journey through the body. Third, limits and precautions. And finally, fact-checking myths. Let's get right to it.
Section 1. Anatomy of a banana. All right, let's establish our baseline here. A medium-sized banana, it's going to run you roughly 100 to 110 calories. And the vast majority of that is coming directly from carbohydrates. It is absolutely packed with fast-acting carbs and natural sugars, which is exactly why it's such a fantastic, readily available source of energy. But actually, those carbohydrates are really just the foundation of the whole story. Because this isn't just sugar. It is a legitimate micronutrient powerhouse. Now, you've probably heard of potassium, and we are definitely going to discuss that in detail shortly. But it's also packed with vitamin B6. That's crucial for your metabolic functions, and it even helps your body produce neurotransmitters. Add in some vitamin C for your antioxidant defenses, along with magnesium, manganese, and folate. And hey, even if these amounts aren't massive, together they play this beautifully coordinated role in keeping your body's daily systems running smoothly. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the absolutely most fascinating aspects of banana biology. It's kind of like an epic battle of ripeness. A banana actually changes its chemical structure as it ages on your counter. So on the one hand, ripe bananas have converted their complex starches into simple sugars. That means they digest very quickly. But on the other hand, unripe or greener bananas, they're high in something called resistant starch, which leads to a much slower digestion. Let's define that clearly, because it's really foundational for our understanding today. Resistant starch is a specific type of carbohydrate that's super abundant in those unripe, greener bananas. And just like the name implies, it literally resists rapid digestion in your stomach and small intestine. Instead, it travels completely intact all the way down to your large intestine. So why does that matter? Well, let's find out. Section 2. Journey through the body. Okay, let's trace exactly what happens after you take a bite. Here's the micro story of digestion for a standard ripe banana. Step 1, your digestive system goes to work breaking down those carbohydrates into tiny glucose molecules. Step 2, that glucose is rapidly absorbed directly from your intestines right into your bloodstream. And step 3, your body cells enthusiastically grab that glucose to use as rapid, easily accessible energy. This specific biological chain reaction is exactly why a banana is the ultimate pre-workout fuel, or, a quick pick-me-up on a crazy busy day. But remember that resistant starch from the unripe banana we just talked about? Well, it bypasses that rapid glucose spike entirely, reaching the large intestine intact. And once it's there, it acts as food for your microbiome. Your good gut bacteria actually ferment the starch, which creates short-chain fatty acids. And these fatty acids are absolutely incredibly important for maintaining a healthy environment in your gut. So choosing a greener banana is basically choosing to feed your gut bacteria, rather than just giving your body an instant energy spike. Now, while all that digestion is happening, let's look at what the potassium is doing. Once absorbed, potassium acts kind of like the electrical management system for your body. It regulates your muscle contractions, makes sure nerve signals fire correctly, and helps maintain fluid and electrolyte balance. And yes, that includes the muscles in your heart. Although, quick side note, it's important to mention that eating extra bananas won't magically give you superhuman heart strength, but it absolutely supports vital normal functioning. Section 3, limits and precautions. So the crucial point here is, while these biological mechanisms are amazing, they do have natural boundaries, which begs the question, can you actually eat too many bananas? Well, the scientific answer is yes. Even though it's healthy, eating multiple bananas at once drastically increases your daily carbohydrate and calorie intake. If you're casually knocking back 3 or 4 bananas, especially if you pair them with other sugary, high-calorie foods, you're just overloading your body's daily energy requiring. It's really just a simple game of biological mathematics. Furthermore, let's look at the digestive reality. Bananas contain both soluble and insoluble fiber. If your body isn't used to a high-fiber diet, suddenly consuming a massive amount of it can lead to some, well, practical issues. Think bloating, gas, or just general stomach discomfort. Your digestive system really needs time to adapt to fiber loads. We also need to impartially look at some specific medical precautions outlined in our source material. For the vast majority of healthy people, bananas are incredibly safe. However, individuals with low kidney function do need to be careful as impaired kidneys struggle to process and filter excess potassium from the blood. Diabetics, they don't have to avoid them entirely, but they absolutely must strictly monitor their total carbohydrate intake and maybe opt for less ripe bananas to avoid those glucose spikes. Finally, banana allergies are very real. If you experience itching, swelling around the mouth or throat, or breathing issues, that is an immune response that should never, ever be ignored. Now, to avoid overloading your system, how you eat them matters just as much as how many you eat. Eating a banana alone gives you that quick, fast-acting energy we discussed. But if you pair it with oats or yogurt, you gain sustained energy and a feeling of fullness. And if you add a source of healthy fats and protein, like nuts, you significantly slow down the digestion of those sugars. That results in prolonged fullness and beautifully balanced digestion. It literally transforms a quick snack into a functional, sustained meal. Section 4, fact-checking myths. Because a food this popular inevitably attracts a lot of dietary noise. Let's clear that up using the science we've just learned. Here's a huge one. Myth: bananas instantly make you fat. Fact: we already established a medium banana is only about 100 calories. No single food in isolation is responsible for weight gain. Gaining or losing weight is just a matter of thermodynamics. It depends entirely on your total daily caloric intake, your physical activity, and your overall lifestyle over time. A moderate portion of fruit does not magically create body fat. Period.
Next up, myth: diabetics can never eat bananas. Fact: this is a massive overstatement. Like we noted in the precautions, it is all about portion control, choosing the right ripeness, remember that resistant starch in the greener bananas, and carefully coordinating your total daily carbohydrates. It's really about integrating the food into a managed diet, not necessarily a lifetime ban.
Okay, let's tackle the potassium scare. Myth: eating bananas causes a toxic potassium buildup in the body. Fact: unless you have the pre-existing kidney issues we just discussed, this is entirely false. A healthy human body has an incredibly efficient filtration system. Healthy kidneys naturally process, filter, and excrete excess potassium to maintain the exact fluid and electrical balance your body needs. You're totally fine. And finally, on the flip side of the coin, myth: bananas are a magical cure-all for all bodily weakness. Fact: while they are highly nutritious and provide excellent rapid energy, they aren't medicine. You cannot rely on a single food item to sustain overall health. They are an amazing component of a diet for sure, but they cannot replace the need for a fully balanced, varied, and colorful nutritional lifestyle. So, to bring all of our source material together today, what we are really looking at when we peel back that yellow skin is a versatile, nutrient-dense, highly functional food. Whether it's delivering rapid energy to your muscles via simple sugars, supporting your gut microbiome with resistant starch, or supplying your nervous system with essential minerals like potassium, it is a brilliantly packaged piece of biology. Which leaves us with this final thought. Now that you understand the complex biological mechanics of digestion and that epic battle between rapid glucose and slow fermenting resistant starch, how will you choose your next banana?
Will you grab a ripe, spotted one for a quick pre-workout energy burst? Or are you going to reach for a green one to feed your microbiome? The choice is entirely in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.